Scout.
Lord Barbados, please see to it that Godwin gets home soon and safe.
Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy. Shudder. Crush. Shudder.
I'll protect us.
Rack and ruin. Crush. Freeze to the core. I condemn you. More speed.
Let's dance.
Beg for mercy.
Boba, get them!
Crush. Shudder. Beg for mercy. Crush. mercy. Crush! Good grief! Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy. Crush! More speed.
Let's dance. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Under the umbrella, or you'll get soaked. You can't risk catching a cold, because it might turn into something more serious. And if that happens... well, I can't go avenging my clan by picking on the sick now, can I?
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
E aí, Apolo? Voltou, Apolo? Também voltei. Comi um pouquinho aquela hora que eu deitei. Tirei um cochilo. Ainda não. Vou usar daqui a pouco.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Eu tenho que fazer... Eu tinha que fazer os boys semanal. Eu queria ver se eu pegava aquela matriz de fazer espadão, para fazer o refinamento do espadão da Eu. Comecei agora.
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Eu acho ela mó bonitinha, essa personagem. Eu só não acho legal nela aquele chifrinho.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Julian Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Estranho.
So, maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
We don't even know how long we've been working. We feel guilty for taking even a short breather like we are now.
Looks like you got a serious emergency on your hands.
Speaking of Julian Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times.
That's good news. Could you go to
Então,
Julian Karst
Apolo, eu tava pensando, por enquanto,
preferably before we collapse under this workload.
eu quero fechar pelo menos um time de 5 estrelas, pegar primeiro alguns personagens, depois eu começo a guardar para as armas. Quando as armas voltarem. Provavelmente elas vão voltar direto nesse banner aí. Aí eu pego. Eu não tenho pressa não.
I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise... Oh.
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outso? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
Tem que fazer essa missão também aí, ó, de reputação. Ah, é, né? A loja da Paimon resetou, né? Deixa eu pegar aqui os meus tirinhos. Lá no Honkai resetou. Ah, tá faltando um negócio aqui. Oxi. Não tá faltando aqui, tu troca pela gema. Que estranho. Ai, pensei que era dourado, velho.
I'm glad you gave me a chance. I always think it takes people with similar tastes to sustain a pleasant conversation. Nice to meet you. I'm Kave, an architect. If you have a project you'd like me to work on, then I'll need a detailed description of what you have in mind.
Nem conheço. É bom esse personagem, Apolo? Acho que a Apolo foi embora. Você viu? O personagem que veio pra mim nem viu, né? Acho que não tava ali. Não conheço ele ainda. É história. Brilhou 4 estrelas, pô. Eu perguntei pra ti se era bom, só que tu não respondeu, acho que não tava aí. Por que não tá dando pra comprar, trocar por gema aqui, ó, os tiros? Retirado. Tá vendo? Estranho, velho. Ou eu tô indo no lugar errado, eu tô confundindo cadê o Honkai. Não, era aqui, velho. Trocava, era aqui embaixo, não era? Sumiu, ó. Qual personagem que veio aqui, tá? Freira. Ah, vai lá. Esse personagem que veio aí. Nem tem uns negócios pra acender ele pelo menos uma vez pra ganhar mais dentinho. Que triste.
Where's my key?
Caramba, velho. Ah, não. Por que que tinha inventadinho? Subir assim, mano. Olha, eu acho que aqui tem algum esquema. Ou não, né?
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart.
Absorption test.
Grandes coisas. Se for só isso. Ai, ai, viu?
More speed.
Entrei aqui. Olha, aqui tem... Ah tá, lembrei que tinha uma missão que foi aqui, verdade.
Person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her.
pessoal é fogo, velho.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Ganyu, here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back!
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball.
Tá bom. Olha o corpinho que ela tem hoje em dia.
The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Ah, one's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? Huh. But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now, preparing for the trial.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then!
Amber, reporting.
come in handy. I'll race you there.
I can put these to good use.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
More speed.
Shut up!
Let the show begin.
Beg for mercy. At least good luck doesn't discriminate by clan. Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy. Crush! I can put these to good use.
Why did you come here? Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too long. Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training.
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with. If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti, despite having none of their blood. Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is...
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Shell. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming. He's already waiting for me, come along if you're interested.
Of course we are! Let's go!
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready. Healthy body, healthy mind. No touching. Access denied.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though. Born of ice and frost. Blaze over. No touching. Flood of frost. Beg for mercy. Access denied. No touching. This is long overdue. No one escapes my sight. Crush. Shudder. Freeze to the core. Blaze over. Access denied. Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Ready, steady, go!
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage. But the Knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail. You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words. Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the Knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail. You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words. Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the Adepti?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Ugh, how dare you reprove me? I bet you came here looking for the Adepti yourself.
He might sorta have a point. We did come here looking for Ganyu after all.
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said, he was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe us!
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go!
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn back now, do you?
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with. Let the show begin.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Karst, in fact.
Is that... It is! It's Lady Ganyu. I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
What an honor to receive such high praise from Lady Ganyu herself. I guess I must have done something right over the last, however many decades.
Uncle Tien, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady Ganyu.
My apologies. It's not intentional, just a habit from my younger days. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qi-Sing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qi-Sing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries, oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes, she works at Yua High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qi-Sing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh? Let's move then, to Yuhai Pavilion.
Time to scout. More speed. More speed.
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuehai Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
In that case... Ah! I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
Let's dance.
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you must be from the Yuehai Pavilion? I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you my wares.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuehai Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my customers.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Tax records? Thriving?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Bolai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully. Line by line and word by word. Ah, here I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it in front of me. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for himself.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected. Ugh, I can't wait to watch him squirm.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might still have some proof of it.
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice. He wouldn't be swayed by the likes of Dongsheng.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Qingce Village. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence. That's the best way to show your gratitude.
I'm afraid I can't go to Qingce Village.
It's all right, Weixin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work. Leave the rest to us.
That's so considerate of you. Still, I'm sorry to trouble you like that.
Welcome, welcome. How can an old carpenter like me help you? I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always around if you're keen for a chat.
Qingce really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuehai Pavilion, right? Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away, then.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that transaction?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng otherwise.
Of course you can. But I'm not so sprightly anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenters. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse west of here. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. I tried to drive them away, but they just wouldn't leave. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself. And while you're at it, you can teach those louts a lesson.
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us to show our stuff in a fight.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Ah, over there.
Oh, Paimon Season 2! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. You need not worry. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intentions. Consider it my intuition as the secretary of the Qixing.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson. Just sharpen my spear.
More speed.
You'll get frostbite.
Beg for mercy.
Nice and spicy. Eat this!
Crisp. It's time for a flash freeze. Frozen food.
Crush. Shudder.
It's no problem. Oh, you scoundrels!
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Qingce village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
About to... what?
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Qingce Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim here.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries, that's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel that he's telling the truth.
Whoopsie!
I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us for Tui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work. My intuition is not as accurate as it used to be.
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice, after all.
Vengeance will be mine. Crush!
Boba, get them!
Rack and ruin!
Let the show begin.
Beg for mercy. Yeah! More speed. Shut up! Freeze to the core!
Let's dance!
Power that ended Haishan!
Eat this!
Beg for mercy.
All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. We can do it! This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too! This one is Second Lives! We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin!
Beg for mercy.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Open sesame! Oh, now I'm hungry.
Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about like that.
I promise to help you, and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters. We've brought it back.
Oh, thank you so much. Now we can solve this problem.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and have a nice chat with the owner?
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion? I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself. But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty? How come? That's impossible. Absolutely absurd.
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure. Time for the finishing blow!
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Fanmu Carpenters. I'm Master Lu. I didn't...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave a single trace.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he told on me behind my back. He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this dirty laundry. Would you care to elaborate? I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can take it from here.
That's good.
I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's, old tricks. I just took some inspiration from it.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position. That's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure for so many years. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's strategies. So, I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had. Thank you.
Ganyu solved both Hoishin's work and family problems. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must allow me to repay your kindness.
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious. It was nothing, really.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are invited as well. I appreciate your help.
Alright, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat!
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll be my pleasure, Huixin.
Actually, I've already booked Senua Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right. We dare not refuse such generosity.
Knights?
Let the show begin. Race you!
Vengeance will be mine! Crush! Shudder! Beg for mercy! Not bad.
I feel a little weak.
Beg for mercy. Crush. Beg for mercy.
Boba, get them!
Flood of frost. Shudder.
You're toast!
mercy. Ha! Ha! More speed.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help, there's something I'd like to tell you.
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away. No need to hesitate.
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu. Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I always admired how gentle and reliable you are. I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuhai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuhai Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough. But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huixin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Witness? It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, the stories of its people. But I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huixin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor, apart from my contract with Rex Lapis. They rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right. That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence. No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
E aí, Paulo? Demorou tanto que eu já tava indo embora, velho. Sério? Fica deixando os outros ficar esperando aí, velho. Tá atrasado, hein? Deu uma trampada hoje, velho. Trampou hoje.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing up? Look who's back.
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
É, velho, eu fui na transportadora hoje fazer um trampinho de 3 horinhas, ganhei um dinheirinho. Agora é só esperar receber, se tudo der certo. Mas eu cheguei cedão. Era umas 4h30, por aí eu cheguei em casa. Tirei um cochilo.
Not at all. We've been working for too long. If we didn't take a break...
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all, given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to save all life.
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and those that are in progress. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Tu ainda ganhou o quê?
Oh, finally. We're saved.
Pô, velho, ainda não tô com o celular aqui pra abrir o chat. Foi mal, Paulo.
Yes. There's one more thing.
Aí sim, hein? Aí deu mal, velho.
I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now. To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. It makes me happier than I could have imagined. I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I accompanied you on one of your trips?
Sure, but are you ever done with work on you?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
Aí é da hora. Aí é da hora. Vai juntando o que tu consegue, velho. Eu já tive uma bike legalzinha, mas como que eu moro em morro, aí eu acabei passando pra frente. Paulo, por que sumiu aqui os negócios de trocar gema? É, mas aí tem que ver, né? Se tá valendo. Isso daí, de repente tá valendo. Por que sumiu aqueles negócios, aquela... Ah, tá, velho. Não sumiu não. Aqui fica aqui. Verdade. Eu peguei já o... Eu peguei o reset da loja. Só que eu fiquei jogando muito Honkai, eu achava que ficava assim pra baixo, mas aqui é pro lado. E aí, tá acabando, hein? 22 horas, velho. Os banners aqui, ó. O que eu ia fazer agora? Gastar essa resina e dar no pé. Eu ia fazer essas novas missões aí de reputação que chegou, mas não sei se eu vou fazer agora. Vou fazer esse daqui, ó. Vamos ver se tem algum indivíduo aleatório querendo fazer. Por que não é possível entrar no mundo? Sendo que eu já acabei, velho. Essa poesia dessa cidade. Mano, mas que missão é essa que eu comecei, velho? Não faz sentido, mano. Essa poesia, essa cidade. O que tem a ver, velho? Essa missão é de mundo, mano. Não entendi, foi nada. Mano. E eu nem lembro como que eu comecei essa missão. Caraca. Então tá valendo. Ah, velho. Nem lembro dessa missão, ainda não tem nem fala. Só vou tentar fazer o mais rápido possível aqui. Pra liberar logo esse multiplayer. Caraca, velho, 1.500 metros. Perfeito.
Time to scout. More speed.
Velho, tinha um colega meu que comprou uma bike top, 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 top na antiga. Aí ele foi pra praia com a molecada. Era só isso daí. E aí passaram a mão na bike dele, velho. O pessoal mó cabaça, amarrou a bike e quis ir todo mundo pra água. Tipo, mesmo que a bike tava amarrada, tá ligado? Com o cadeado, levaram. Só enquanto eles foram na água. Acho que já tinha alguém fitando eles. Acho que meteram aqueles... Como que é o nome daquele alicate monte? Não, acho que é lábios de mel. Aí levaram a bike, velho. Caríssima. De 1.000 e poucos reais.
More speed. More speed.
Ele ficou chorando 3 vezes, cara. Toda vez que a gente se encontrava na praça, ele ficava falando, velho. Que nem os caras do corre conseguiu achar a bike. Mano, por que tem tanto dessas coisas aqui, velho? Olha o que temos aqui. Caraca. Pulou no raso, velho. Quase que cai de cabeça e morre, minha Eula. Quase que cai de cabeça nas pedras.
Good luck doesn't discriminate by clan.
Tá bom, agora já que já liberou, deixa eu gastar essa resininha aqui. É. Ele vai escapar outra hora. Ah, tá funcionando. Eu fiz a missão. Eu fiz a missão. Eu fiz missão lendária hoje. Eu só não continuei na história. Eu tenho que voltar a fazer a história. É, já percebi já. Ai, ai.
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
É.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.
Come to be!
What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery?
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. So quick to bleed.
More speed.
You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Straight for mercy.
No use hiding back there.
Watch out! Ow! Vengeance will be mine.
Umbrella War? Use it! Have fun!
Yeah! Got him! Skyward!
Right, Pam! Into the fire!
No! Not me.
Nice and spicy!
Make way for the
O cara é brabo mesmo, hein?
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously. Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Paulo, como que faz para eu adicionar ele? Dá para adicionar por aqui, clicando no perfil dele. Ah. Não dá, velho. Ó, ele tem... Como que é o nome dessa daqui, que é mais engraçado o nome dela? Furina, né?
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Não dá, velho, Não dá pra adicionar ele direto por aqui. Visuado. Ah, não, dá. Não, dá não. Só bloquear, adicionar lista negra. tirar foto do... Tem que tirar foto do coisa, né, velho? Do o ID aqui, ó.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage. But the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Boring.
Ah, ele já mandou a
Anything else more interesting
felicitação. Deixa eu aceitar então. Aqui, ó. Eu vou pedir para ele me ajudar a matar o lobo. É isso daí que é o lobo? Que ele falou?
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
É, o Paulo, esse que ele falou é o lobo. Cadê o lobo? O nome do lobo é qual? E aí, Apolo? Ah, não, aqui é ruim pra ir. Aqui é melhor. Até que é bonitinha essa furina aí. Ela é pequenininha. Mas ela é muita xerox daquela Rutal, velho. O design. Eu fiz a missão da Rutal. E tipo, eu percebi que até as perninhas dela é muito parecida, velho. Essa personagem é muito bonita, velho. A roupa dela, ela. Até o Supremo dela. Ah, ele mesmo lá. O nome dele ali. Agora eu já sei. Caraca, que dano eu tomei. Mano, essa tal de furina, ela recupera? Se ficar perto desses negócios, recupera. Sabia não. Boa ela então, hein? Só porque eu falei que era louco.
vengeance will be mine.
Where'd that come from?
Pô, velho, eu queria aquela matriz lá, velho. Nunca vem, ó. Não tá falando que dá. Aquela matriz pra melhorar a arma da Eu. Já era, né? Não tem mais, eu acho que. Mestre semanal. Onde que eu vejo mesmo? É aqui, né? Velho, tem um outro que dá pra fazer por aqui, se eu não me engano. Dá pra fazer mais um só.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who
Eu vou
knew
deixar,
that people would adore me so
vou
much?
deixar esse guardado. Será que ele tá? Eu não sei como, mas dá pra fazer junto. Qual mais dá pra fazer junto, Paulo?
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Eu não sei se eu tenho essa. Ah, eu tenho, né? Que eu já passei. Já era, já peguei. Ele já tá lá? Onde que ela fica? Ah, ele já tá lá. Acho que eu vou deixar ela mesmo. Acho que vai boa contra ela.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Ah, tá. Esse mestre eu penei pra matar sozinho, velho. Na história.
Beg for mercy.
May I present?
Velho, essa furina aí é muito boa, velho, pra recuperar.
Crush. Beg for mercy.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
Beg for mercy.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Ixi, agora tá pegando fogo, velho. Essa parte foi de doer, velho.
Beg for mercy. Blood of
Frost! Brilliant! Crush! Time to shine!
Stray clouds converge!
Shut up! Eye for an eye!
Ela é muito boa, velho. Ela recupera pra caramba. Ai, vou morrer, velho.
Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy! More speed! Crush!
Nice and spicy.
Beg for mercy!
Doesn't count! I haven't eaten.
Not every wound!
Shut up! I never asked for redemption. Never.
Eu não vejo um cai só pra o quê? Não entendi, ó, Paulo. Eu tô sem o chat do YouTube aberto. É, e não veio, velho. O que eu tanto queria. Perguntar em qual plataforma ele joga. Será que é no celular também? Nada a ver, ó, isso daí. Como que tu vai conhecer novos jogos?
This is no place to loaf around.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
This is no place to loaf around.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? Alright then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you alright. Mark my words.
This is no place to loaf around.
Gastei minhas resinas do nada com o aleatório que apareceu. Essa é a parte mais legal do Mukai. E na Zuma também é muito bonito, né, velho? Demais, olha isso. É que vocês não estão vendo no meu monitor, velho. Acho que na transmissão não fica tão bonito. Deixa eu abrir aqui o chat e ver como é que tá a transmissão. Para, controle velho. Só tem que trocar o controle.
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for show. Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart.
Ah, ele aí, ó. Johnny Domingos é o que me ajudou agora. Valeu, hein, cara. É, eu tava falando pra molecada aqui que é muito bonito, velho. No meu monitor fica o jogo, mas não sei se fica na transmissão. Ó, o Paulo já se apaixonou já. E aí, Paulo? É, velho, no meu monitor fica bem mais bonito depois de tardinho na zona.
Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Valeu aí, ô John. Vou te pedir ajuda mais vezes depois, velho. É uma folgada, né? O Paulo que me ajuda aí sempre, velho. O Paulo que tá aí na transmissão, mas hoje ele chegou cansadão aí e nem me ajudou. Só tá falando aí. Demorou, valeu. Valeu mesmo. É, velho, acho que agora eu vou, Paulo, tentar pegar um pouquinho de... Como é que é? Tentar melhorar um pouco... Eu ia falar relíquia, mas é artefato, né? Da personagem lá, velho. É mó ruim pra escrever nesse tecladinho aqui, velho, pelo PS5. Ah, mas você tá cansado, Paulo. Você falou que chegou cansadão, velho. Por isso que eu nem te chamei, né? De repente só quer relaxar deitado aí de boa. Quem sabe tu já jogou essa daí pra eu nem pedir ajuda pra tu, né? Aí eu falei, ah, melhor nem pedir então. Ainda bem que eu encontrei o aleatório BR aí sem de conta, né? O da hora mesmo do Genshin é isso, mas a comunidade é muito. A comunidade é muito parecida. É, porque também eu acho que no Honkai não tem. É por causa que lá no Honkai só dá pra pegar emprestado, né? O boneco do amigo. Não tem cooperativo. Também o jogo não tem nada a ver com. Isso daqui é totalmente diferente. Deixa eu ver aqui onde que fica o negócio da personagem lá. O que tu acha? Eu deveria. Eu deveria tentar melhorar o fato dela, tá? Com dinheiro. Então, eu não sei, velho, se eu tenho que melhorar o artefato da cozinheira ou se eu tenho que melhorar o da Eula, porque o da Eula ficou bom, mas tá mais ou menos. Tá até aqui com cálice nada a ver. Já a minha Beidou ainda não tem nenhum 5 estrelas, velho. Só um. Eu não sei se eu vou continuar usando ela, mas eu ainda uso. Eu acho que eu vou tentar melhorar a arma, velho. Ou a arma já tá no máximo. Ah não, as armas já tá no máximo. Ah, entendi, John. Ô, John. Como que é o nome do... Velho. Deixa eu ver aqui. Mano, o meu controle tá muito zoado, velho. Ah, entendi. É que lá no Honkai a gente consegue quebrar, né, as relíquias e vira resto de relíquias e tu faz outra. Tipo, aqui tu quiser, né? Aqui eu achei mó chato que, tipo, tu... É tudo aleatório, né? Mano, onde que acha mesmo aqui os... É, eu não lembro onde que acha os negócios que tu fala. Ah, é aqui, ó. Ele falou da insolação. Velho, eu nem tô achando aqui esse conjunto de artefato que ele falou. Tá aqui. Aqui é os semanais, né? Aqui é. Ah, eu acho que eu tenho que liberar ela ainda. Ah, entendi. Eu não devo ter liberado esse daí que falou. Eu tinha que ter pelo menos clicado lá no domínio para liberar, né? Deixa eu ver se eu acho aqui.
Knights and aristocrats share the
O nome da ilha que falou. Esse nome que ele falou, putz, pior que eu tô com a transmissão aberta, cara. Deixa eu ver aqui no chat. Ah, tá. Tu falou que é esse daqui, provavelmente, que eu não cliquei, ó. Ah, não. Deve ser aquele dali que já tá clicado. Eu acho que é isso daqui, não é? É isso mesmo.
under the umbrella, or you'll get soaked.
É, sim, o Paulo me ajudou um pouco a farmar pra ela. Olha lá, ela tá usando já. É que eu ainda não peguei o nome dos artefatos. Tipo, no Honkai, cara, eu já sou nível máximo, nível 70, e ainda assim eu não sei o nome das relíquias. Sempre que eu vou farmar relíquia pra um personagem, eu olho no aplicativo que eu tenho aqui no celular. Eu sou meio cabeça dura pra lembrar o nome dessas coisas aí. Faz parte, né, Paulo? Já tô ficando velho. Eu tinha a memória mais boa quando eu era mais jovem.
Beg for mercy. Crush. Blood of frost. Beg for
Já
mercy.
tô careca, mano. Olha que filha da mãe, velho.
Crush. Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy.
Velho, eu não posso ficar nesses lugares vermelhos, né? Que eu tomo mais dano, eu acho.
Beg for mercy.
The show begins!
Olha aí, ó. Só veio só um capacete. Nem sei se é bom. Olha, dando um crítico. Deve ser bom, né? Deixa eu olhar aqui no aplicativo que eu baixei pro Genshin. Eu nem sei mexer nesse ainda. Eu não quero ela como pra dar dano, eu quero ela como suporte. Ah, tá. Esse daí seria bom taxa crítica, mas eu acho que dano crítico também é bom. Mas mesmo assim não veio por substatus bom. Pra ela seria bom recarga de energia e proficiência elemental, né? Que nem tu me ensinou e tal. Velho, essa personagem é muito bonita, velho. Essa é bonita, velho. Não conhecia ela ainda na história.
More speed. Blood of frost. Shudder. Shower me with praise.
Leave it to the president.
Ai, quase que eu morri.
Beg for mercy. Crush. Shudder. Vengeance will be mine. Crush. More speed.
Time to shout. Hey there. Proper send off from the Spinalist.
Ah, velho. E agora? Faz parte, né? Velho, essa personagem dele cura mais do que aquela lá que a gente conhece em Anazuma Kokomi, né? Parece um peixinho. Eu queria pegar a Kokomi como de cura, eu acho que eu já vou pegar essa daí, velho, quando ela aparecer. Deixa eu ver aqui o que veio. Ixi, mó ruim, velho. A florzinha. É, eu gostei já dela. Eu não achei ela tão bonitinha assim como o design, mas ela é da hora. Ela parece muito com a Rutal que a gente conhece lá no Porto, velho. Se tu pegar da cabeça pra baixo, é a mesma personagem. Só trocar a roupa e, e o elemento, né? Só que eu acho que a Ruta é mais louca, né? Essa daí eu não sei. Essa daí ela já parece mais ser elegante. Eu vi, velho, mas eu vou deixar pra pegar uma personagem bonitinha assim que nem essa. Aquela outra lá eu vi a Návia, né? Eu acho que ela não tem reação elemental. Um rapaz que apareceu aí me falou que ela não é tão boa pra formar a equipe agora. Pra eu que sou iniciante. Ele falou pra deixar pra eu focar pra pegar ela por último. Então, um Rodrigo Gamer que apareceu aí, acho que é isso o nome dele, falou a mesma coisa. Eu vou ver ainda porque eu quero ver qual é os próximos personagens que vai vir naquele banner do Catavento, que é novo. Porque lá, se eu perder os 50%, eu tenho chance de pegar outro limitado, né? Pelo que a galera me falou. Como eu não tenho nenhum personagem ainda, pra mim é mais de vantagem, né? Aquele banner. Eu não tenho esse personagem ainda, John. Ó, veio uma pena agora. Olha, velho, com recarga de energia, taxa crítica e dano crítico e ataque. Nossa, velho, essa pena tá muito boa, mano. Essa pena tá muito boa, né, velho? É, mano, até eu que sou novato, eu percebi, já vou até guardar aqui, ó, colocar um cadeado. Vamos continuar farmando, até acabar essas condensadas que eu guardei durante os dias que eu não joguei muito aí. Mano, pode upar qualquer coisa ali que vai dar bom, velho.
Freeze to the core. Beg for mercy.
At the frying pan, into the fire.
Shudder.
Watch out.
Crush. Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy.
Vai ficar com medo de morrer, velho. Tá mó bagunça, não tô vendo nada.
Freeze to the core. Beg for mercy.
Feeling lucky.
Crush.
A proper send-off from the Stina with love.
Da hora a Furina. Só que ela só não é mais bonita que a Eula, essa coxuda aqui, ó. A Eula é muito bonita, velho. É doido. Uma mulherão. Entre essa daí, a Návia, né? Návia é o nome dela. A Furina, que tem um nome engraçadão, e a Eula, eu prefiro a Eula, mó coxuda mesmo. Mas é... Pô, Johnny, mas tu joga há quanto tempo pra não ter ela? Tu não tem ela ainda? Caramba, velho.
Shudder.
Into the fire.
Crush. Vengeance will be mine.
You're toast. Fire. Boba, get them.
Shudder.
This one's got your name on it.
Beg for mercy. Crush. Light
Time
of
to
frost.
shine.
Shudder.
That's right.
More speed.
Eu tô perdido, velho. Fica um monte de reação elemental na tela e quando acaba, eu nem sei qual que é, pra onde que eu tenho que ir. Olha, agora veio a jarrinha. Pra ela tinha que ser... Deixa eu ver aqui no aplicativo. Ah, tinha que ser um negócio de fogo, né? Deixa eu ver o vídeo. Ah, entendi, John. Então, eu atirei nesse banner aí, porque a galera falou, ah, como tu é novato, tu atira sempre nesse banner aí, porque se tu perder os 50-50, tu não vai pegar os personagens do banner padrão. Tu pode correr o risco de pegar um personagem padrão se tu perder os 50-50, mas também tu pode correr o risco de pegar outro limitado. Eu falei, ah, é uma boa. Aí, como eu já conhecia a Eula no começo do jogo, eu falei, ah, achei da hora, já vou arriscar nela. Ainda bem que eu ganhei, né? 50-50. Deixa eu só agora, antes de eu sair. Putz, pior que tinha que. Mas isso daí eu faço durante a semana, esses negócios aqui. Eu faço durante a semana. Sem comentários o que, Paulo? Tá me trollando? Velho, pode ver, velho. A personagem, a Furina, ela é a cópia, velho, Ó, pode olhar aqui, ó. Ela é a cópia da Rutal, velho. Cadê? Eu fiz até a missão da Rutal. Aquela missão lendária. Cadê a Rutal? Olha lá, ó. Olha as perninhas da Rutal. Olha do pescoço pra baixo. Aí tu olha pra Furina. Cadê? Furina. Olha lá, velho. É a mesma coisa. Até as perninhas tortas, o corpo e tal. Eles só trocaram a skin, velho, a animação da personagem e o elemento, né? E o rosto também. Mas é praticamente a Rutal, velho. Pelo menos eu acho, né? É que eu sou novato aqui. Olha lá. Mas a Rutal é da hora, ela é uma doida, velho. Ela quer enterrar todo mundo antes do pessoal morrer. Fica querendo vender caixão pro pessoal, velho.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time. The rain has stopped. Come with me. Let's pick some matsutake.
Ela fica querendo vender caixão com desconto. Eu gostei dela também, eu achei da hora o personagem, eu achei legal o design, mas eu não gostei da gameplay, velho, porque a molecada falou que eu tenho que deixar ela sempre com metade da vida. E eu tenho que meio tique nervoso de ver personagem com a vida pouca. Eu não vou saber jogar assim, entendeu? Se fosse lá no Honkai, eu sou mais velho, eu sempre joguei jogo de turno, né? Inclusive eu tô jogando um jogo de turno agora. Em simultâneo por Honkai e por Genshin, eu sou o Hackers 2. Então eu tenho medo de deixar os personagens por vida pouca. Tem esse problema. Velho, não dá pra saber porque eu não tenho. Beleza, eu tenho só mais duas agora, aí já era, velho. Eu vou sair pra jantar e. Pra jantar, tomar um banho, mais tarde eu volto pra jogar outra coisa. Já que eu tô com a resina vazia agora, amanhã eu entro. Eu tenho que entrar lá no Honkai pra gastar o poder de desbravamento também. Tentando pegar a relíquia boa pra minha Acheron, que eu consegui. Já vai, Apolo. Vai lá, cara. Boa noite. Boa noite, boa noite. Pô, mano, da hora, bonitona, velho. E ela. E ela é da hora porque ela agora limpa o mapa, né, velho? Não precisa ficar pegando batalha de turno toda hora. Ah, o Johnny saiu e eu nem vi, velho. O Johnny saiu e eu nem vi. Eu tinha feito a resina pra tentar mais um pouco aqui, mas eu nem vi que ele foi. Vai lá, boa noite pra vocês, velho. Então eu vou deixar aquelas resina pra outra hora. Deixa eu ver aqui como que ficou a pena. Falou, falou. Eu ia só fazer essas mais duas, mas já que tu já saiu, pode deixar, já. Outro dia a gente vê. Deixa eu ver aqui a pena dela, como é que tá. Para de zoar, não liga não, Johnny. O Apolo é zoão mesmo. O Apolo já foi o Paulo.
Nothing better to do. We could go foraging for ingredients.
Beleza, valeu mesmo. Caraca, velho, essa pena tá muito boa, velho. Apesar que essa minha não tava ruim, porque pra ela é bom recarga de energia e proficiência elemental, como eu não deixo ela muito no campo, né? Mas essa também tem recarga de energia. Tu acha que não, mano, essa daqui tá muito melhor. Eu vou upar ela. O que vocês acham? Eu uso essa como experiência ou deixo essa guardada? Melhor deixar guardada, né? E tá boa também. É, eu fiquei lá esperando, tu viu, Paulo? Posso usar de experiência, né? A taxa crítica, mesmo na proficiência elemental, ela funciona, né? Tipo, mesmo essa pena tendo taxa crítica e dano crítico, quando ela não, ela tá fora do campo, o especial dela, quando tá atacando os inimigos, também ganha porcentagem, né, de taxa crítica e dano crítico e ataque. Era isso que eu queria saber.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Ah, entendi. Eu pensei que só contava reação elemental quando tu usava esse negócio aqui, ó. Ou proficiência elemental. Só aumentava o dano quando tá fora do campo. Quando tu tinha muito da proficiência elemental. Eu não sabia que funcionava mesmo assim. Ah, eu acho que eu vou deixar essa pena aí por enquanto. Vai que eu preciso para depois. Não, não, eu vou usar ela para não gastar muito recurso porque eu acho que eu tô com pouco de recurso agora. Olha lá, tô com bem pouquinho.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Ai, porque é mó ruim, velho. Vou usar já isso também. Essa daqui eu vou deixar por enquanto. Ah, entendi, John. Eu acho que eu já perguntei isso pra rapaziada aí, mas eu sempre esqueço, velho. Sim. Que? Mano, eu acho que eu escolhi a pena errada, velho. Ah, não, mano, que burro.
I'll whip one up in no time.
Caraca, vocês não viram fazendo essa cagada, velho. Vocês viram o que eu fiz agora? Não dá pra voltar no tempo, não? No jogo. Mano, que duro, velho. Agora sim eu perdi recurso. Eu peguei uma pena nada a ver, velho. Ah, velho. Eu tenho que aprender ainda a mexer nesse jogo, velho. Sou muito novo. Tu dá risada, né, Paulo? Por que tu não viu que eu tava fazendo cagada, velho? Deve ter perdido aí muita experiência, velho. Caralho, velho, que tão... Ah, vai, eu não perdi tanto, vai. Perdi uns 2 níveis, vai.
Could go foraging for ingredients.
Ah, melhorou o dano crítico, recarga de energia, mas não melhorou a taxa crítica, velho. Tu já fez isso, Paulo, de errar, velho? Que porcaria, hein? Eu acho que no Honkai eu nunca fiz isso, velho. Aqui eu já errei em outro negócio também, não lembro o que foi. Mas vamos ver o que vem agora. Tomara que venha pelo menos taxa crítica, velho. Aí, muito obrigado. Me ouviu, né? Depois do que eu fiz de errado era o mínimo que eu podia fazer. Pô, velho, fiquei triste agora. Perdi um nível. Mas de boa. Eu devo ter perdido só um nível mais ou menos de experiência. Prestar mais atenção da próxima vez, né? faixa. Muito obrigado. Ficou uma bela pena, velho. Caraca, que pena boa, hein? Deu bom. Por isso que eu te falo, Paulo. Eu guardava minha. É, pô.
Can't decide whether
Ficou bem.
pyroslines taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Que nem eu te falei, eu guardava minha. Eu guardei lá com a galera que joga o Honkai falou pra mim guardar todos os combustíveis, que é a mesma coisa daquela resininha que tu usa lá pra encher a resina. Velho, farmei relíquia, gastei tudo e não veio nada de bom. Aí conforme eu farmava um pouquinho a cada dia, as relíquias começaram a vir bom. Velho, não vale a pena tu ficar guardando pra tu farmar tudo de uma vez. Geralmente é assim, ó. Um dia tu pega uma pena boa, outro dia tu pega outra coisa boa, outro dia tu pega outra coisa boa. Parece que o jogo já faz de propósito, velho. Pra tu ficar entrando todo dia e te dá tipo que incentivo pra tu continuar entrando e farmando, entendeu? Ele nunca tu vai farmar acho que o dia inteiro e tu vai pegar uma coisa muito boa várias vezes, entendeu? Eu acho que eles vão te dando coisas boas aos poucos pra tu continuar voltando pro jogo toda hora. Eu acho que é isso, né? Como que funciona. Pelo que eu percebi, o Honkai é assim, velho. E aqui no Genshin eu já percebi que é quase a mesma coisa, velho. Beleza, Paulo, eu vou sair agora. Não sei se o Johnny tá aí. Valeu aí, Johnny, por me ajudar hoje. Geralmente quem me ajuda é o Paulo, mas ele tá cansadão aí hoje, né, pô? Nem me ajudou, velho. Valeu. Vou dar uma saída aqui. Jantar lá. Depois, mais tarde, eu volto pra jogar meu outro joguinho. Boa noite. O que foi, Paulo, que tu falou? Eu nem vi, velho. Deixa eu pegar aqui o celular pra ver o chat. Cadê onde que eu deixei o celular? Velho, não sei onde que eu deixei o celular agora, né? Ah, atrás do monitor. Ah, tá.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
Ah, Paulo, sei lá, velho. Pelo que eu percebi nos jogos, eu acho que nesses dois jogos que é da mesma empresa, eu acho que eu peguei coisas melhores em dias diferentes. Tipo, a relíquia da minha Jingliu, que é um personagem lá de gelo mó forte no Honkai, eu tenho umas relíquias boas lá. Mas, tipo, eu gastei acho que 10 combustível, que seria essa resininha que tu tem aqui, que tu ganha, pra tu ficar enchendo ali. Eu gastei 10 seguida e não veio nada. E no outro dia eu entrei com a resina que tinha, o poder de desdobramento que tinha cheio ali, acho que 210 e 240. Eu farmei duas relíquias ótimas para ela, tá ligado? Aí no outro dia, outros dias eu entrei, não tinha mais combustível para ficar enchendo ali direto, e eu consegui relíquia muito boa. Sendo que aqueles 10 eu gastei e não deu nada, entendeu?
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Caraca, velho, eu fiquei foda que ficaria, mano. Beleza, galera, eu vou desligar o vídeo aqui. Valeu aí. Amanhã eu tô aí de novo pra farmar mais um pouquinho nesse jogo. Tô ficando forte já, ó. 46 é nível de mundo 6. Tô indo bem, eu acho. Fiz nem 2 meses de jogo ainda. Não tem mais nada aqui. Falou, até a próxima. É nóis.